Hello. Hello. Godzilla Slayer said, we're gonna ignore the fact that Critter starts the stream like phone guy. I've never been so called out before. Oh, I never even realized, and it's so true. I go like, hello, can you hear me? Aw, man. So how's everybody doing? How's it going? Yep, I'm streaming earlier than usual today, because I'm like, it's probably gonna be a lot of grinding. So, let's just kind of buckle up, get to grinding. Last time, we ended on a bit of a hard moment, because, my internet, like, cut out, and, we did succeed in beating the Gardevoir. I found out what was wrong with the internet. It actually wasn't the weather. I thought it was. It was actually just, like, the internet in general, because a couple hours later, at 6 to 7 o'clock at night, the internet went out, and it was just out for, like, 9 hours, like, throughout the night, and it got fixed at, like, 8 in the morning. So, yeah, we were just having an internet problem. And not just me, like everyone in the area with Cox internet had that outage problem. So, yeah, it was just the internet. Hello, Critter. I want to play a game. Or, well, you want to play a game. The quote doesn't work here. I get it. I get what you're doing. Yes, we need to get Poppy level 20. That's because we just need to grind today. Just need to grind. So, what we got? I'd honestly love a Five Nights at Critters. Aww, I am so stupidly excited for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Oh my god, I cannot express how excited I am for it. I don't even know if it'll be good, but I want it to be good. Oh, let's drop some FNAF theories. We're just grinding today, so it's gonna be kind of boring visually. Unless something really bad happens and someone ends up dying, which hopefully that doesn't happen. I'm gonna drop some FNAF theories on you in regards to the movie. So people are talking about Michael. Michael is in it. If you don't know the FNAF lore, Michael is William Afton's son, one of his sons. I theorize that this Michael isn't his son. I don't think it's actually Michael Afton. I think it's just a guy who's named Michael. And I don't think the movies are going to necessarily follow the lore of the books / games necessarily. You know? Because if it does follow the lore exactly, like we all know the twists and turns, and I think the fun of adapting it would be changing it so then there's like more to it that we can't necessarily predict, so it's still a thriller, you know? Also, I'm theorizing, because is it confirmed that, oh, what's his name? What's the name of that man? Matthew Lillard. Is it confirmed that Matthew Lillard is playing Afton? He is playing William Afton? Has that been confirmed, or is he just playing phone guy? You know? Because, like, that might be a part of the reasons why Michael doesn't know who he's talking to on the phone. That or the way they've cut the trailer. We might be seeing, like, they might be doing it in a way where it looks like he's talking to Matthew Lillard's character, but in the actual film, it would be someone different. Wake up, please. Poppy. For the love of God, wake up. Thank you. Jeez. So, Matthew is playing William Afton. Okay, so, is William Afton also going to be phone guy in this version? I don't know. I'm excited, but god damn it, I feel like we're not going to be following the events. That's an adorable sprite for Whismer. I've never seen this sprite. That's so cute. I feel like we're not going to be following the events of the games / books one-to-one, necessarily, you know? I need to let my other Pokemon fight a little bit. It's so hard, because Spud And Mr. Log is just good against everything. I mentioned last time that I was playing through, on my own time, I'm playing through Ultra Sun, and I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I don't need to really grind in this game. But also, because all my Pokemon are on, like, good enough levels, but also, like, every totem Pokemon kills me. And, like, I feel like it would be impossible to do a Nuzlocke in one of the either Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, or Sun and Moon, because the totem Pokemon just hit too hard. They're just too strong. I think it's impossible to go through them without something dying. Why do people still care about FNAF? It's 2023. It's just a weird little one, isn't it? I like it. I always liked it. Here's my secret as to why I care about FNAF. Because I don't keep up with I don't read the books. I do not actually care about the real lore of the story in any way. I do not care about the actual canon lore. And also, I do not care about the MatPat theory videos type of things whatsoever. Like, I hate MatPat's FNAF videos. Oh my god. I also don't like MatPat's videos in general, but I really can't stand his FNAF theory videos. But yeah, because I don't engage with, like, any of the actual canon stuff, or with the more, I guess mainstream is the word I'd go with, mainstream theory kind of stuff. I just, like, engage with it on, like, random mini theory levels. Like, whatever random people have to say. And, like, whatever I'm just, like, thinking about. So, I don't know. It's a fun world to, like, think about. To, like, because there is, especially if you do ignore all the actual canon stuff, there's plenty of potential for random theories to be thrown out there. So, that's why I like it. I like FNAF. I think it's fun. It came out at a really, really fun time. Like, engaging with... There was a while where it was a really fun thing to engage with, and then the community kind of got annoying. Example of what? MatPat lost his way. What are you asking for an example for? Like with MatPat videos, is that what you're asking for, Picky? I just, he sounds, it's not even his theory like his actual theories themselves that I don't mind. I think they're often, he jumps to conclusions a lot. More, I can't stand the attitude MatPat has in his videos. Like he acts like it's such, like, oh, I have to do this, and I forced myself to read all of the books, and it was the worst thing ever. And I'm like, you can dislike the topic, but don't be such a bummer attitude about it, especially when it's the biggest thing keeping your channel afloat, you know? I meant an example of little theories about FNAF. I mean, you're not even, like if you... It's hard to find because most people tend to, like, focus on the actual canon stuff. But, there's things happening now with this one creature called the Mimic, and we're finding out things about the Mimic, and because there's no, like, official explanations for it yet, we're just, like, people are throwing around random things, like, who do we think this person could be? What do we think happened to this person? How do you think they died? How do you think they might or might not be connected? And that's a lot of fun, you know, those little things like that. Like when they throw a random new character at you in the middle of some game, and like before the official lore stuff comes out, and before the MatPat theories come out, that's when I think the fandom is the most fun in regards to Five Nights at Freddy's, where they just get to theorize free will, just their own thoughts and opinions. Because once MatPat makes a video about it, people tend to take his word as law. And so even if you have like a different theory, it'll be like, oh, but MatPat didn't say that. So that's not true. That can't be accurate. That, or they'll come up with the official lore stuff and it'll be like, oh, but that's not actually how it works out. That's how, you know, you can't have fun and just have an idea. It's not the official lore. Wow, Ninjask and Shedinja in this area. Who would have guessed? I don't mind MatPat's FNAF theories, but I wish everyone would stop treating them like they're the end-all be-all canon. Oh my god. MatPat fans have always been like that, though. Like, I remember, especially earlier on, when people would, like, do a barrel roll meme, because it's a meme, and then he's like, it's an aileron roll, and so people stopped doing the meme died, because everyone would run in and be like, it's not even a real barrel roll, MatPat had a theory video explaining it, and it's like, ugh, stop. It's like they always ignore the part at the end of the video where he goes, it's just a theory. They instead go, oh, this is fact. I can't believe that Shedinja hit me so many fucking times. Oh, why am I fighting a Shedinja? Let's get out of here. That was dumb of me. Totally unrelated, but do you ever think about how shows and media that you watched when you were young affected you and shaped your personality? Constantly. Like, I can obviously tell, like, the things that inspired me have molded the world around me. And not even just necessarily when I was a kid. Like, you know, Banjo-Kazooie, huge, shaped my creativity, my view on the world, my, like, things like that. I have, like, a strong sense of empathy, and I think a part of it sprang from not only things like Pokemon, that really has a big focus on talking about empathy and caring for others, but also things like Banjo-Kazooie, where everything in this world is personified, and so it's easy to care about everything in this world. But then even later in life, like, I was in high school, I was graduating when Five Nights at Freddy's came out, and even that was a huge inspiration for me. So, and that has shaped my perspective of, like, creativity with story design and, like, character design and things like that. So, I think that's the most fun part. When people just gush about things that inspire them, that's the fun part, is seeing what it is that inspired them and how it has inspired them. Now his content is basically, name a new game and film comes out, so let's force a theory in here. I've thought about that so much. I agree with you 100%, Calum. Where it'll be like, oh, what's a game that's coming out? Tears of the Kingdom came out recently. Let me either just say facts about it, as if it's a theory, or I'll come up with, like, the most half-assed, like, how heavy does a Goron weigh? And then come up with some random half-hearted math and make that into a video. And he just stretches it out so much with his obnoxious jokes. That's something I also can't stand, is MatPat's style of humor is just say a sentence, and then every second sentence is him screaming about something. Like, as you can see, Luxio is blue. Blue! Can you believe that? A lion? That doesn't make sense with my idea of a lion. Why not yellow? And then he says another fact, like, Luxio has electric powers, which is pretty confusing to me. And then it's just scream nonsense about whatever it is he just said, and I hate that. I always hated it, but in this day and age especially, like, YouTube has changed. Like, the things that are popular on YouTube has changed. And MatPat has not changed with them. But he also doesn't even own his channel anymore. He sold it. Like, he's still working on it. He's still the person making the videos and stuff, but, you know, he's not the, he doesn't own it anymore. I don't know who he sold it to, but, yeah. Unsurprisingly, when you have, oh, I don't like this. Ooh. Just hit it. Like, when he has like 4 channels, right? Like, game theory, film theory, food theory, and then he just made a 4th one. I don't know if it's, like, still a thing, but it was like fashion theory or something like that, where he talked about clothing designs, and I'm like, okay, if you want to. You piece of shit. What do I do? What do I do with Destiny Bond? Switch out? I do switch out? Okay. I was stalling. Why would you do this? Why would you be this way? I can't be switched out. What do I do? What do I do? Huh. Sorry, I'm quiet because I'm thinking. Die? God. That was one of the most terrifying things. Oh my god. Oh my god. Completely derailed my rant about MatPat. Ooh, that was scary. We did it. We did it, guys. It's fine. It's okay. Already. Okay. Already. Okay. Is stream loading? Is stream doing okay? It looks fine on my end, so... Yeah, looks fine on my end. So everything seems to be okay. Let me know. I wasn't paying attention, I'll be honest. I was entirely panicking, so... Jeez Louise. Well, that was scary for a second there. Woof. Alrighty. Okie dokie. Okay, stream's doing good for you guys, right? It seems fine for me, so let me know. My KBS is doing fine. So, the internet tricked Sony into re-releasing the Morbius movie into theaters. I can't believe that happened. I can't believe the internet gaslighted an entire company. I don't know if I want to fight this right now. I don't think I want to fight you, Bronzong. I'm sorry. You're just a lot. What was I saying? I was just ranting about MatPat. I don't need to keep talking about MatPat. Yeah, the internet has just changed, and I don't think MatPat has really done much to keep up with it, you know? Which is crazy, because like a lot of the things, like he came up with the idea of the algorithm and how it works, and this is how you make the perfect YouTube video for the algorithm. And then after he made that, people copied that style and it changed the algorithm. So, and it's weird because the algorithm changed, but he didn't change with it. Like he still insists on making like 3-part videos. We don't really do that much anymore, do we? Like, as the internet? Like, as on YouTube and stuff? I think he went downhill. It's more TikTok-y. I get that. It's either, like, super short, like, micro-content, like kind of TikTok-type videos, or shorts, or it's really long content. And so the fact that MatPat is still doing, like, these, like 15-minute videos, and it'll be like 3 to 4 parts of one topic, rather than one longer video. I don't know. Like, I can see how everything's changed, but also, like, who am I to talk? MatPat is huge, and has millions of subscribers, so I'm sure he's doing fine. Oh, it's a ghost type. Headbutt won't hit it, will it? Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Yeah. Yeah, Matt's not a bad person. Yeah, he doesn't seem like a bad person. He seems like a kind, thoughtful individual, you know? I suspect that it's also like, when he gets his hands on something, the fandom around it, like when, what was that called? Welcome Home? The one with, like, the puppet type things? Yeah, Welcome Home. Well, that started to get big. I just kept seeing people being like, please, MatPat, don't touch this one, please. Thank you, Anton. Ah, the grinding episode. Every Nuzlocke streamer's most dangerous trap. Don't let complacency sneak up on you. Have a good stream? Just lurking today. Nice, nice. It's a good day for lurking. That's why I started so early. Because I'm like, I don't know. How have I not? That's why I started so early, because I'm like, I don't know how long this is gonna go. We're just gonna grind for a while. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. So how's everyone doing? Has everyone got fun projects that they got working on? Doing some fun it's summer now, so if you're in school, school should be out, right? You guys having fun out of school? I'm excited for summer because it just feels like a good time to be creative. You know, I have so many fun things planned, and I'm just excited about all of them. And the hard part is, I'm excited about all of them, but I can't do all of them at the same time. You know? Like, jeez Louise, why? Why? Oh my god! Oh, Lord! Jeez, this one Rotom. Remember when storytime animators were a huge thing? Yeah, they got, and I think the thing is storytime animators got huge. And then everyone was like, oh, that's so easy. I could do that too. And then the market became like flooded with everyone doing, like a bunch of people doing storytime animations. Because they looked at it and they're like, oh, I could go with like a nice simple little style. It could be really easy to put together. And then, you know, there was like 100 people doing it and no one stood out because they overflooded the market. And now like 2 or 3 have lasted, but even then, like Jaden Animations, for example, I like Jaden Animations content. I watch her content a lot. But even she doesn't really do storytime animations. She does like video game reviews and stuff like that through her animations and stuff. Or she just streams. I do not want your phone number. I feel bad for the odd ones out. I made a video. Have I fought this individual? Oh, I feel bad for the odd ones out because, like, I have. He, like, clearly doesn't seem to really know what direction to take his career. Because he's not really making videos. I mean, he is. He's making videos. Not as frequently as he used to. But also the production value of his videos really went up. But, he tried making that cartoon, Oddballs. And it was just such a meh. Such a meh cartoon. Currently working on an audio drama series. Ooh, that's fun. That's fun. That's fun. I used to want to be a storytime animator, but my life isn't that interesting. That's another thing. Like, you can only have so many random thoughts about your day-to-day life. That was another thing that, like, I realized, and, Odd Ones Out would talk about it too, was that he didn't really, like, he had his job at Suobwe, and that was basically it. And then he became an animator, a storytime animator. And so, your life stopped being, once you, like, went through all your regular stories about being a day-to-day human, and you were just stuck with stories being a very popular, famous YouTuber, you kind of stopped being relatable at that point, you know? But yeah, he made that one cartoon, Oddballs, and I feel like he thinks he's stuck just doing something that involves his character, the Odd Ones Out character, you know? And I don't think he is. I think he could do lots of other stuff. We're on a new route, guys. We could catch a new Pokemon. You know, I think if he expanded, he could have do a lot of really cool things, but he seems stuck with just doing that one character, and I don't think he should. Oh yeah, the Safari Zone in this game. We won't find it until way later. It's so weird that they introduce it this early when we don't get there till like way late. No. Fine. I didn't know what you were asking me. Baoba. Why give me the option if I don't get the option, you know? You know? It's like I always hated when games, and Pokemon's the biggest offender of it, where they're just like, oh, do you want to go on a magical adventure? Yes or no? And then if you click no, they'll be like, well, you can't really say that. Yes or no? And then they make you pick it again. and then another one that I'm really facing is like, ooh, like in Ultra Sun, is I'm sitting there and it's like, you walk up to Lily, for example, and it'll be like, it gives you two options. It's, when did you get here? Or, is that a new Pokemon? And then Lily's dialogue is non-specific to what you pick. Like, she references both of them. And it's like, why did you give me the option? Well, I hate the fake options like that. I hate faux choice in games. If you're gonna give me an option of multiple choices, even for something as simple as a dialogue tree, make it mean something. So, yeah. Didn't Ottoman's out James fight in a boxing match? Yeah, he did. He didn't win, but he did fight. He was in Creator Clash. I don't think he won. I didn't watch it. I'm not into boxing much, but he did do it, which was cool. Cool to see him expanding and stuff. Here's one thing that I keep doing wrong with Poppy. Every time a grass Pokemon comes out, I keep switching out Poppy for something else. Problem is, I keep thinking Poppy's a rock type. That's why I'm doing that. It's steel type. I hate the, do you want to join team bad guy? Yes, no, you have to mean it for real. Yes, no, you have to mean it for real. Yeah, because like, if you give me the option, why? Why give me the option if I don't? Because I would have joined Team Skull in a heartbeat. Remoraid. I'll keep battling. I'll fight a Remoraid, yeah. Because I loved Team Skull. I thought they were fun, they are goofy. They're the only, like, evil team that actually charmed me, you know? Like others are goofy and fun in their own ways, but Team Skull, they're just, like, dumb hooligans that act tough but are really not, and I thought they were hilarious. And I would have joined Team Skull instantly. I've been trying to work on a Matt Say Yay X Owl House series called The Kaiju House. Nice. I lost a voice actor though, so the series is on indefinite hiatus. Dang. Fun wombo combo. I don't know all of that. I don't know what Matt Say Yay is, but sounds cool and creative. Did a whole Gen 3 living decks, and dear god, I never want to play XD or Coliseum again. Oof. They are tough. They're slow. I remember that. I loved them. I thought they were fun, but the animations were so slow. Of course, nowadays, I, like, would kill for some creative animations. See, Super Paper Mario, the mage asks you to save the universe and you keep spamming no and gives up, and you get a game over. See, that'd be fun. Even just something simple and small as that, as faking out a game over. Like, I remember one time, ooh, this is some real, ooh, this one hurt. So, okay. I really liked Rossetti in Animal Crossing, the original one on the GameCube. I thought Rossetti was funny, and I thought he was fun, and I didn't have a save file yet, because we didn't realize multiple people could have the same save file in Animal Crossing. So I was using my sister's save file, and I was just like resetting the game so Rossetti would pop out and he'd say something, and I thought it was fun, and I was just kind of doing that for a while. And then one time he popped out and he was like, you know what? I mean it this time. I'm deleting your save. And the screen went black. And for like 3 seconds, I was the most terrified. I was petrified. I was so worried. And then it came back and Rossetti was like, haha, gotcha, didn't I? And I was like, okay, I'm never resetting my game again. He actually scared me enough that I refused to reset the game. I did not want to see Rossetti anymore. But yeah, even just like faking a loss scenario for something like that is more creative than just not giving me the real option, you know? You reset the game like the game 50 times, he deletes your data in the European version. Really? Ugh, because sometimes you can't help it. Like if there's a power outage, like that always sucked when the power would just go out and Rossetti would yell at me as if I did something. And I'm like, I didn't do it. Mother Nature did it. Does anyone remember the movie Rango? I remember it, never watched it. That one just kind of like slipped by my radar. XD or Coliseum sound fun until you try to catch them all those games, especially if you don't have Coliseum and you have to grind Mount Battle 3 times. Ooh. Ooh. Hey, dude. Dang. This laggy battle. No, it's something I hate about Scarlet and Violet especially is just how ugly it looks. And like the world is ugly. It's all real flatly colored. I hate the way Nintendo does its like shading effects. Like you can see it like even with like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom or whatever. Like the games that do actually look good. I don't like their style of shading things. I think it looks, god dang it. I think it looks not amazing. Oh, I meant to switch out. Well, But also, so with Scarlet and Violet especially, it's just a really bland looking world. I hate huge overworlds that has nothing in it. And Scarlet and Violet is such a big one for that. Like, yeah, there's stuff, there's trees and whatever, but I want like a great example I have is in Breath of the Wild. Which I don't even necessarily think Breath of the Wild's overworld is fantastic, but my favorite part is the 8th goddess statue. Goddess? Warrior? The 8th, the really, really big one. We got Poppy to level 20, guys. The really, really big female statue, and then her sword that is like in a mountain, like a little bit further away from her. Those are really cool, yeah, those are really cool, like landmarks to come across, and I think that's awesome. Like these really just unique things, and it doesn't even need to be something that extravagant. Just like a special tree that you can only find in one spot. You know, just if the world was littered with things like that, then I'd be way more jazzed about it. But there's just nothing in Scarlet and Violet, and it extra sucks because like things are labeled on the map as if it'd be cool. Like there's this one part of like a snowy mountain called like the Hand of Death or whatever. It's not called that, but yeah. And I got there and it's just a regular snowy mountaintop. It just kind of is interestingly shaped like a hand, but it's not actually anything interesting there. So guys, we did it. Guys, it's happening. It's happening. It feels like it's been forever since a Pokemon has evolved. Well, we keep catching fully evolved Pokemon. Yeah! Yes! Fantastic. Hell yes. Yeah. Yes! Oh, yes! That... Thank God. Look at them. Look at them! Look how cool. Poppy seems to be very happy, as they should. Yay! Their crown would be bigger now. Yeah, we gotta cross it off the bingo. Yep. Alright, fantastic. So, already, what a successful day. Right off the bat. I've gotten so many things done this morning, you don't even know. I made a video that's going to be uploaded tomorrow. It's a short video. It's a short video, but it's going to be uploaded tomorrow, which is great. Don't mind me just rearranging all of my Pokemon. Okay, perfect. I think I saved. I'll save again. I made a thumbnail for that video as well. Poppy has evolved. Everything going good today. Good day. Successful. Hooray. Alrighty. Alright, I can't keep saving. Now we can just level grind the rest of our Pokemon. You have to do art for this now? Hell yeah! If you guys do art, I'll make thumbnails out of your art stuff. Cause I've clearly run out of ideas for my thumbnails. If it wasn't obvious by this point that I don't know what to do for my Nuzlocke thumbnails. Alrighty. I wish I had something that knew, like, fire. We could beat this. Right? It's just a Tangrowth. Okay. You can't make me fall asleep. You bitch. Tangrowth is pretty cool. I'm so bummed. So many of the really cool ones... How? So many of the really cool ones you can only get through trade, and I think that's lame. That is something I super love about Legends Arceus, is that they got rid of the trading thing. Like, you can just evolve a Haunter into Gengar, and that's so refreshing. Like, the trade evolution thing, well, very revolutionary at the time, and was very interesting. I think it needs to go, because it's just annoying now. It's hard trying to find someone to trade with half the time. And it's annoying because when you trade a Pokemon, traded Pokemon gain more experience points faster, so then they always are like too high level for the rest of your Pokemon. Just do a black square for the thumbnail, just the thumbnail, and it just says Rando Nuz on it. Do it like how, oh you bitch. God, do it like how Vesper makes his thumbnails, Vesper Noir. Does anyone pay attention to what Vesper's doing? I'm subscribed to Vesper Noir, the VTuber from Hollow Stars, and I've watched the evolution of his thumbnails go from, like, nice fan art that people make for him to using, like, his, like character art in the thumbnail to just being, like, a black screen with text on it. Don't know if it's just me, but the thing that turns me off from the Switch Pokemon games is that the battles feel longer. Oh! Thank you for reminding me. Nino Logic? Thank you for reminding me. I was talking about how I didn't like the world. I also, like, just hate... I hate the battle animations. Like the moves Pokemon do are so lame. Like, they don't have any personality. Not Orin. Pekka, thank you. They have no personality anymore, and I think it's so lame. Because then you go back and I look at things like Pokemon Stadium, you know, or your Pokemon Coliseum, like we were talking about before. And you see, like, their animations when they come out of the Pokeballs is all distinct and different. And their animations when they faint is all distinct and different. And even just, like, their simple animations that they do for battle. And sometimes they would have special animations for when they did specific moves. Like, when in Pokemon Stadium, so Kangaskhan, when they come out of the Pokeball, they lean forward and roar, and the baby crawls up on their back and roars with them. When Kangaskhan faints, they, like, cradle their baby and falls backwards so their baby doesn't get crushed, and their baby, like, climbs up and, like, hugs their mom. When Kangaskhan has, like, two different attack motions that they do, one for special attack and one for physical attack, which involves, like, a slashing type of thing and then, like, a roaring type of thing. But then they have a special animation for when they have, like, Mega Kick or something like that. And it's this crazy, like, giant kicking move that they only do if they have, like, a Mega Kick or something. And I just, like, little things like that really elevate. And I know it's easy to say, oh, I wish all the Pokemon had hyper distinct specific animations for each and every single one of them. I know that's a tall order when there's over 1,000 Pokemon, but also, if, like, I'm willing to wait. I am so willing to sit down and just wait a while for the Pokemon game to come out if we did get really in-depth, really detailed Pokemon animation. And I don't know why they pulled the camera back so far. Because going back to, like, Ultra Sun, as I'm playing through it, you know, it's like a normal battle where the camera's right next to the Pokemon as they're fighting. And we get to see their animations. With Sun and Moon, I know they were trying to make it like a all-one seamless world. Not Sun and Moon, sorry. Scarlet and Violet. They wanted to make it one big seamless world where battle and travel were basically one and the same. But it means the camera's really far back, and like, so your Pokemon are doing these like small, insignificant animations that have no real personality to them. But also, like, the camera's so far away that it's impossible to see them regardless. Like, being in a battle feels so disconnected in Scarlet and Violet, and I don't like it at all. So, the more I sit with Scarlet and Violet, the more I don't like those games. I wish I could capture footage off of my Switch, because I would make a video about Scarlet and Violet, but I don't know how to do that. I need, like, an Elgato capture card or something. But also I'm like, if I could just get my Switch's screen onto my computer, I could just use Bandicam to capture it. But I don't know how to do that. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm stupid, guys. I don't know how to do technology. The fact that I'm doing this for you took me like 3 weeks to figure out. I keep running past a Pokeball. I want it. Oh, I can't get to it. Dang. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. You guys talk about Ruby Chibi and Scooby-Doo? Nice. Oh right, we're on a new route. We can catch a Pokemon here. That's not what I wanted. How many Pokeballs do I got? I could do that. Hooray! The Switch can record 30-second clips? That's not... Ooh! An Azelf! I don't know how handy an Azelf would be, but I'm gonna say no to catching a legendary. Let's headbutt it. You... dumb... you bad... I guess if something happened to Oolong, like, this would be a nice backup for having a psychic type. It's not my favorite of the Lake Trio, I'll say that. It's not my least favorite, but it's not my favorite. I like Yuxi. Stop you! But Critter, low catch rate. True. But I could try. Oh, perfect. I don't even need to put it to sleep. It fell asleep on its own. Great. Oh. Jeez. Every battle keeps going this way. I don't think Oolong has successfully put any Pokemon to sleep, by the way. I've tried using hypnosis several times, and I don't think it's actually worked with Oolong. Why is it you can use? You... Annoying. Alright, okay. Alright. Okay, now that it is KO'd, I'll see you guys next time on Critter's Nuzlocke. Yeah. Alright, already. Goodbye, Picky, have fun. We could catch it. Yeah. See? Damn it. I was so hopeful. You son of a bitch. I might just kill it at this point. Let's see. Ruby Volume 10, Salem does a little trolling and deploys the single most devastating weapon in Remnant, 2 big flying whales. It's definitely, once they introduced the giant flying whale, I think they really shot themselves in the foot. Because now it's like, just do that again. Why did it take you that long to fly around on a giant whale? Oof. We're gonna keep on going. We'll catch it sooner or later, surely. I have a question. What missile is better? I have no idea. I don't know anything about them. Yeah, like salamander giant whale. Oh god. That's the biggest killer is hindsight with Ruby. And I don't think they realize that. Like the writers, I don't think they think about it. That I am aware that poison is weak to psychic, but Belladonna is the only one that has bite. So like you sit there and you're like, oh, Salem flew in on her giant whale. I think I'm gonna kill the Azelf. I don't have the heart in me to try catching this thing. There we go. It's okay. Critter, what type of food do you like? From what country's food do you like? What kind of food? I like all food. I'm not picky about anything really when it comes to food. My favorite is Mexican. I love burritos. Burritos are my favorite food of all time. Oh man. Burritos and chimichangas and like a really good like enchilada if you do it the right way. Tacos are good, but I prefer hard shell tacos personally. But soft shell tacos are easier to make, so we usually go with that. Nachos are great, but burritos are the ones. I love burritos. They're my favorites, 100%, but I'm not opposed to anything. Like I don't know, there's things I don't love. Like, I'm not too into flan, for example. But that's more of like its texture that I'm not in love with, you know? Why did I kill it? I just couldn't stand. It wasn't worth it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with most things. I'm very big on the camp of at least try it, you know? If you don't like it, you don't like it, and that's fine, but I tend to like most everything. Something that's really great. I didn't like cow tongue. I will say that. And that's just because I kept making me worried I was biting my own tongue because it had like that kind of like same texture as when you bite your own tongue, and that kind of weirded me out. But I did love cow heart. Someone made, like, they cut cow heart into strips and then they deep fried it, and that was fantastic. So if you ever get the chance, highly recommend cow heart. But yeah, burritos. Burritos are my favorite. If I get the option, I will always pick a burrito. I like sushi. Sushi is just very filling, is the thing. I don't like sushi when Rambo is looking at burritos and feeling the jealousy for Critter's affection. Fortunately, he likes burritos too. I don't like when sushi is like covered in stuff. Like, they tend to overdo it sometimes at certain restaurants. It'll be like covered in like this like spicy sauce or whatever. And I'm like, nah, I feel like sushi's stronger when it's more simplistic. You might think this is a battle, but it's not. He's just gonna run up and like antagonize me. You again? There's no need to be alert. I don't bother with wimps like you. You've bothered several times. Speaking of weaklings, the city's gym leader isn't here and is supposedly taking care of a sick Pokemon at the lighthouse. Humph. Boo-hoo. Just let sick Pokemon go. A Pokemon that can't battle is worthless. Why don't you go train at the lighthouse? Who knows? It may make you a bit of a better trainer. What a jerk. What a try-hard loser. Critter, would you eat Mexican cockroaches food? Yes, Critter, that is a real Mexican food. Yeah, why not? I'll try it. Fuck it. I want to try spider. People say that's really good. People say it's like really, they say it's like crab. So I'll eat a spider. Why not? I'm pretty open to anything. Give me a good ride. Yay! Have I heard of the band Tally Hall? That sounds familiar. Probably. I've probably listened to them. Have a hot take. Silver is a mediocre rival. You know what? you're not wrong. He's definitely not creative. Like, it's also just a bit of a problem that these older games... Why is there so many people here? With these older games, dialogue in general was pretty bad, you know? And there's not a lot of personality to Silver. Silver's just like, I like things that are strong. You're weak. And it's like, okay. As you beat him every single time. Yeah, the manga does a great job with Silver. The manga does everything really good with all the characters. I think Brandon in, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Brandon was a top tier rival because he was so, like, nice about it. Like, he was such a, like, he would just give you these backhanded compliments, you know? And it would be like, that's okay. I mean, I let you win, but you did a really good job. And I was like, ooh, Brandon, ooh, you ass. As he compliments me as if he's like, wow, you're really getting better. I understand why they've shifted rivals to being, like, friends nowadays. Because it kind of is more in line with, like, the idea of Pokemon that you would, like, you would be friends with people. Be friends and hang out with other people, you know? Is there anything in any of these houses that's, like, worth doing? Someone does a trade, but I don't know what their trade would be. If I have a Porygon, would I trade it for a Jolteon? That's even if I had Porygon, hell no. I could just get my own Jolteon. Alright. Barry from Diamond, Platinum, and Pearl was pretty challenging. He was, yeah, that was the thing. He was a genuine friend, but he was also, like, that friend. Like, the one that's kind of annoying. The one that, like, you get kind of tired of after you spend too long with them. But I understand, like, going with the, like, oh, we're all friends now route. This is the soundtrack for The Lighthouse? I did not remember this being the soundtrack. Alright, let's grind through these trainers. Hugh from Black and White 2. Yeah, I love how most people know him as Hugh. I know he's the only rival that I think of his Japanese name first, Hiroshi. Because there was this comic artist on DeviantArt. I don't remember their name. I've referenced them multiple times. I've retweeted one of their comics about the Train Twins because it was their birthday. Oh, damn. Okay, it was fine. Anyway, they had one and it was about Hiroshi, and that was they referenced him as Hiroshi because he didn't have an official English name yet. And so every time I'm like, who the hell is Hugh? Oh, right. It's Hiroshi. Phew, thank goodness. I was worried they were gonna do Pursuit again. Hao is my favorite rival, but Hop is too. I like Hop more than Hao. As I'm going through Ultra Sun, Hao is real bland to me. Gladian's great, and Hao is a really nice contrast to Gladian, so I understand, like, the direction they're going with there. I don't know, Hao is just a little too, yeah, I'm fine. I don't care that I lost. Hunky-dory roll, go with the flow. And, like, it's a nice personality trait, you know, it makes him interesting, and he stands out against other rivals. But, I don't know, just a bit bland, I would say. Not bad. I'd think one of the worst is your rival in, X and Y. Kilum, I think is his name? Calum? Serena, if it's a girl. I think they're awful. Ooh, who's delivering poison gas? Ooh. Do I bother? Do I need to poison things? Yeah. Let's... I'm gonna get rid of Disable. Disable hasn't worked yet. I'm never gonna do it properly, so we'll get poison gas. So then we can poison things, put them to sleep, and hopefully they'll die slowly. What was the thing? Yeah, Kellum from X and Y. They were so annoying. The rest of the friends are fun. I think do not give me your phone number. Underdeveloped, the rest of the friends. I think they really should have played into designing their teams better. Like, for example, Tierno likes dancing, so I'm like, give that man a Hitmontop. Give him the Pokemon that move and dance. Give him like an Exploud to be his speakers. It's things like that. Oh. Yeah. We'll go with Poppy. Things like that, you know, like really play around with his team to lean into like the dancing theme that he has. But they don't. He has like a core fish. That's so boring, you know. And then Trevor also, the one who's always with Tierno. Trevor, his biggest thing is he wants to complete the Pokedex. So I'm like, make him like when he fights you. Have him have new Pokemon every time. Like, almost entirely different teams every time. And it's all the, like, Pokemon that's hard to find in the area. Like, the ones that are, like, only, like, 10% chance of finding. And just give him, like, a team of hard-to-find Pokemon that's, like, constantly changing out because he's trying to fill his Pokedex. I think that'd be a lot of fun, you know? There were so many creative things we could have gone with. Their personalities are great. They're a little on screen too often. Like, there's a lot of talking in X and Y. There's a lot of jabber jawing. Empoleon. Oh. Yeah. There's a lot of talking in X and Y, but Kellum was the worst, without a doubt. Because he would show up, and he'd be like, I'm going to beat you, finally! And then you fight his pathetically underleveled team that only has like 4 Pokemon on it. And he goes, I just don't understand. I just don't understand how you can be so much more powerful. I just don't understand how you're the most amazingest fighter in the world. And I'm like, it's one thing to compliment me, but this, like, you acting like I'm like the greatest thing in the world, and it's not. I don't like that. I hate that. That, like, power fantasy thing, where people, and it's like, oh, you're the coolest, strongest, most powerful person. I've never liked stories like that. I've never been into that position, you know, just make me be a strong character in a moment like this, but don't act like I'm some end-all be-all pokey god, because I know I have more than 4 Pokemon, and I have type matchups. Stop giving me your phone numbers, jeez. I'm just too dang popular. All these old men in this lighthouse just really want to hang out with me. Hate power fantasy stories? I know. There's so many, like, fan fictions out there that lean into the power fantasy thing. And if you're into that, that's fine. But I could never. It just makes no sense to me. Caleb, if you want to go on a date with the pro tag, just ask them out. Stop beating around the bush. I know, right? I just don't understand. I just don't understand how you're so strong. I'm not. You know, I heard from Lavender Rare that your Volume 9 review was pretty good and balanced. I wish I had the time to watch it. I've seen the shorts, though. Nice, nice, nice. It is a long one. It's a hefty 2.5 hours. If ever you're in need of something to listen to, it's there. Lots of big old classics. I've been getting into Mike's Mike recently. Listen to Mike's Mike unhinged recap of Pretty Little Liars, which was infinitely more entertaining. I listened to all 3 parts of Mike's Mike talking about Pretty Little Liars, and then I attempted to watch the first episode of Pretty Little Liars because I wanted to just have something on it. Oh. Ooh. Did you all see that? Did you all see that? Did you all see that? What was that? Did you all see that for that second? What the hell was that? What the hell? An hour and a minute in. Someone write that down. I'm gonna write that down because I need to see what that was. An hour and a minute in, and around 40-ish seconds. I'm gonna have to take a look at what that was. I'll make a short out of it or something. I'm just gonna save real quick. I'm just gonna save. Did you all not see did you all not see the demon possess me for a second there? Alright, we'll what was I saying? Yeah, Mike's Mike. So I listened to his 3 videos going over Pretty Little Liars, and then I tried watching the first episode of the actual show. I made it to the opening song for the show, which was like 5 minutes into it, maybe, not even. Horrible. Oh my god. Why? But why? Oh no. Oh. And this person has 5 Pokemon. Did you see that? Ugh. Critter found the ghost of Lavender Town. The ghost of the lighthouse. I should poison this thing too. That'll probably help. Maybe I should bring a water type Pokemon with me. I don't know. How often are fire type things? How can I never land a hit? Oolong has the worst hit ratio with their status effect moves. Oh my god, jeez. Thank you. The ghost of Azelf is getting their revenge. I'm haunted. It's all the birds. It's because I'm high up in the lighthouse. The composted birds are coming to take their revenge. We'll go with Shine Melon, I guess. Critter, who's your favorite Chainsaw Man character? Oh, besides Power? Well, that's not fair. Because it's definitely Power. She's hilarious. She's so fun. Oh my god. Besides Power, probably Denji. Denji's just a real, lovable idiot. Nice simplistic character who's fueled entirely by the power of boners, you know? Easy to get into, not too complex, but is it complex enough to be interesting and creative? Ludicolo. What? You're probably Denji. It's amazing that the main cast is all really good from Chainsaw Man. Usually my favorite character is some rando side character, you know? And so it's the fact that it's like, oh yeah, the 2 main characters are my favorite characters. Fun fact, the Charmander and Cyndaquil line have the exact same stats? Really? Weird. So weird. I can't believe they made Gen 2, and they sat there and they looked at all 3 of the final starters, and they went, yeah, they can be monotype. They can be just water type, just fire type, and just grass type. And it's like, why? You know, I just don't understand why they did that. For Gen 2 only. Oh, the annoying one's Gen 5, where it's just grass type, just water type, and then another firefighting type. The 3rd firefighting type in a row. End up losing all your progress in a gym fight? Dang. That sucks. How would you, the judgmental critter, do as a judge in court? Probably not good. First of all, I don't know the law of, enough to be a judge, but in this hypothetical scenario, I don't know, I'm too wishy-washy. I don't know who to believe, and I'm surprisingly gullible, you know? I tend to believe what most people tell me, and I don't really give it much thought until way later. So I don't know, I'd be a pretty poor judge in the court of law. Did you watch Chainsaw Man, or are you caught up in the manga? I only watched it, and I only watched the Japanese version. I wanted to watch the English dub, but that was hidden behind a paywall, and I didn't want to bother with that. Gabite. We'll go back to Shine Melon. Get some. I know Mr. Log could handle the Gabite, but the Shine Melon needs more experience points. No, I loved it. I thought it was great. Chainsaw Man. I was surprised at how much I liked it. I did not think it. I expected it to be good. Sorry. I just remembered that I've faced a Gabite before. And it almost ended poorly. But that's okay, we're fine. Typhlosion is based on a badger. Why couldn't they make him fire ground? I always thought that, you know? And like, make Feraligatr water dark. They introduced the dark type this generation. Why not play with it? Mesprit. I'm amazed that they introduced Steel type and Dark type in this generation, and they have basically no actual Steel type or Dark types. It's like just they made the Magnemite line Steel type, and then there's Steelix, and I think that's it. And also, they have like. Okay, sorry, I was nervous. They have, like, just Murkrow as a Dark type and Umbreon. That's so- and, like, I don't- like, didn't even do, like, a Steel type evolution to introduce it in this generation? Crazy. Crazy stuff. Don't know what they were thinking. Gen 2 was weird. They must have had some, like, hard times figuring it out. Critter, I want to make a YouTube video name, why blind people should be allowed to drive. It's satire. Should I make it or not? I don't think so. I don't think satire really works on YouTube much anymore. I don't know if it ever really worked. Oh, Crunch? Hell yeah. Let's get rid of Bite. Let's get Crunch instead. I want to like Chainsaw Man so much more than I do. Every time I hear something about it, I think it sounds right up my alley. But when I watch / read it, it never clicks for me. Understandable. I think I watched, what's his name? Mother's Basement. He did a What's in an OP for it. And that was really cool. Hearing the things he had to say, because he goes into some of the stuff that's beyond what the show proper has covered yet. And hearing like the intricacies of how it's all interconnected on a deeper level and having him explain it, I think was one of the best ways to engage with the idea of Chainsaw Man. So I suggest checking out his video for it. Mother's Basement, What's in an OP? But yeah, if that still doesn't like click with you, maybe it's just not one of those things, because there's so many things like that, so I'm like, I wish I could get into it, but I just can't. Stevie. Evolution for Eevee as a Steel type. Nice. I miss Eevee. I miss getting new evolutions. I've heard the theory that they're not gonna make any more, because, which is weird, because Eevee and its evolutions are very popular. They're iconic, and they're very merchandised. Like, they've merchandised the hell out of it. But that's part of the theory as to why they think they won't make any more, because now you would have to have whole new sets of things. Because it's easy to, like, there's so many, like, things that has all the current evolutions on it. So if they made more, suddenly it would be replacing all the classic sets. And, you know, it might not work out. It might. I just want more evolutions, because I think Eevee's fun, and I think they're fun evolutions. Latios? What? Why? Man, that movie, the one with Latios and Latios, whole ass. Terrible movie. Latios and Latios are super annoying in it. There's not a lot of battles, which is weird. It's just not a good movie. Very bad. Twins' video on evolutions was fun. It was fun. I always love seeing like what other people come up with when they try to design an evolution. I love Fakeamon. That's one of my favorite things, is like seeing people come up with Fakeamon. Even if I'm like, I don't think it's a very good design, it's still just seeing like what other people are doing creatively for Pokemon. Everyone should drink water. Stay hydrated. It's a hot one today. It's a real scorcher today. It's a sucky one. It sucks how hot it is today. What is the worst Pokemon movie to you? Definitely the Latios and Latios one. Without a doubt. Like, woof. Most of them are really good. The movie was great when you mean Latios and Latios just made the most annoying noises, and they never shut up. And I found it so horrible and distracting, and it does suck, because I really liked the characters they introduced. Annie and Oakley, I thought they were fantastic. I liked their Espeon and Ariados partners. I thought that was an interesting angle to go with. Sableye. No. Almost did a stupid. What the hell is Sableye weak to? I'll keep Mr. Log out. Favorite Pokemon movie is Forever. It's not a bad one. I understand. Like, I get it. I'm not too into it. I think it's a lot of waiting around for things to suddenly start happening right at the very end. My favorite, oh man, what is my favorite? Destiny Deoxys is really good. I like that one a lot. That one also has a Metagross in it, and that's a cool Metagross. Dang. I think their newer ones are really good too, like Power of Us, which came out 2 or 3 years ago. Power of Us was fantastic. I think most Pokemon movies are really good. There was one, Mewtwo Returns. It's not Mewtwo Strikes Back, it's Mewtwo Returns. A weird, direct-to-DVD. If you've seen the classic meme of Brock saying, "Now my trusty frying pan is a drying pan." It comes from that movie, which I was amazed people know it for that one line, because that is such a lame line. That one wasn't great, if I'm honest. I'm lost. How do I get to the top of the tower? What the hell? Oh, I see. There's a doorway. I figured it out, guys. Don't worry. Also, I hate the CGI remake of the first one. Yeah. It wasn't amazing. It was a nice sentiment, and I appreciated it for that. But it wasn't great. It wasn't great. It also, changed... I think the thing that really was the worst was that they changed the soundtrack, and the original Mewtwo movie had a fantastic soundtrack. So the fact that they changed it really disappointed me. I did bawl my eyes out, though. Me and Rambo were like, "Aw man, we love the classic Pokemon movie. We watched it all the time as kids. Fantastic. Let's watch it now." This 3D remake. And then we get to the end, and we're these horrible sobbing messes as Ash is dead and Pikachu's trying to wake him up. Detective Pikachu? Who referenced Detective Pikachu? Somebody? It's a great one. I think it's fun. It is cute. I think they did a great job making the Pokemon look real, but not, weird. Alright, interesting. Speaking of movies, thoughts on Sonic movie 1 and 2? 10 out of 10. I love them. I also just love the Sonic in general. I think Sonic's a fun world, fun characters, and I like how they did the characterization for him. So, I think they're great. Jim Carrey is a fantastic Robotnik. What was I saying? Oh, speaking of movies that made me cry. So, recently, last week sometime, I was thinking about, the bridge to Terabithia. Specifically because bringing it all back around to the beginning, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Bringing it back around, I watched the trailer with Josh Hutcherson, and I was thinking about his career, looking at his Wikipedia article and stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, Bridge to Terabithia, that was a wacky one. And so I was thinking about it, and then I had nothing to do one night, and I was like, you know what, yeah, I'll watch the Bridge to Terabithia. Rambo had gone to bed early, and I was just hanging out, and I'm like, I'll watch the Bridge to Terabithia. So strap in, I'm ready to talk about the Bridge to Terabithia. First of all, I don't remember her name. The main girl in it, you know, his friend. Horrible character. And I know I know they're kids and they're meant to just be having fun, but she is such this like a horrible, annoying, like I'm the main character type of personality, which I'm sure makes sense in the book, and I'm sure it's like great fun if you're a kid watching the movie. I watched the movie as a kid, but even back then I didn't like her because she has this like look at me, a twee little personality that I could not stand. And then her parents were the same way. So there was two moments that really just like got on my nerves in regards to this. First off, so we meet her parents and they're painting the walls of their living room or whatever. And as they're painting the walls, the girl's mom goes, "We have to finish painting this wall by sunset, because when the sunlight hits this, it's gonna light up like fire, and it's gonna be amazing." And I'm like, stop. Stop being so twee. Oh my god. And then later, they're like coming back from church. Like he invites her to church, and then they're on their way back home, and they're talking about God and whatever. And she's like, "I don't imagine God would just sit there damning people to hell. He's too busy running all of this." And she spreads her arms out as we drive past a beautiful field of trees and whatnot. And I'm like, oh, I get it. She's supposed to be like sweet and fun and great and cool, but man, that dialogue, it's like sticking your teeth kind of sugar, you know? So anyway, I'm going through, and I can't stand this character because she's too twee for me. Going through the movie, and I've seen this, keep in mind, I've seen The Bridge to Terabithia multiple times growing up. like I watched it 4 times as a kid, and so like I know what happens. I know what, like, the story and everything. I remember it all. And then we get to the part, this is, okay, so I remember what happened. I forgot that Zooey Deschanel's character, the teacher, like, invites Joss Hutchinson's character, a child, to hang out with her in a museum, and it's just the two of them. And I remember as a kid, I didn't feel comfortable with that scenario, but I couldn't figure out why. Now, as an adult, I know why. It's because that's creepy. Having an adult female character being like, "Hey, let's hang out, you and me, in a museum, just the two of us." And it's like, ooh, like if it was like a male teacher and a female student, immediately bad vibes. But the fact that it's a big old doe-eyed Zooey Deschanel, I think we're supposed to see it as more like innocent and more like, oh, she just wants to help him break out of his shell and be creative or whatever. Yeah, so anyway, yes, you are correct, Mr. Magius. The friend dies, and suddenly, I'm just like, why is there so many tears? Why can I not stop crying? It's just endless sobbing. And I couldn't. Man, what do I do against this mole trace? I guess, no. We'll keep Oolong Tia for a second. And yeah, so she dies, and for like the entire last 20 minutes of the movie, I just could not stop crying. I just cried and cried and cried, and every time I thought it was almost done, nope, here's another thing, and I'm crying again. So even an annoying character, like the main girl from Bridge to Terabithia, can still make me cry. So that was my adventure revisiting the Bridge to Terabithia. Alright, will magnitude hit it? I'm really hoping it does. Ooh! Damn! Ah! What to do? What to do? I think the dumbest Pokemon movie was The Temple of the Sea. You're right! I totally forgot about that one, and it was bad. It was very bad. There's a whole... So, first of all, with Temple of the Sea... No. Is it called Temple of the Sea? The one with the ranger in it. Like, the ranger. Do you remember when they tried doing that? Like a Pokemon spin-off was the Rangers, where they didn't actually like catch Pokemon, they just momentarily befriended them. There was a pirate as the bad guy for some reason, and it was weird. Hooray, we beat the Moltres. But meditate. Do I want to know meditate? I wonder if you'll continue drawing those Pokemon on Twitter. Also, you missing, you know. What does meditate do? No, I don't want meditate. Okay. Give up on meditate. Yes! Jeez Louise. So yeah, and like the ocean one, the one with the ranger. The water effects look horrible, and it sucks because they're like in the water constantly. They're surrounded by water, and it's so distractingly like not. Hi Joey. Critter, howdy. It's Joey. How are you? Oh yeah, I took down a Registeel in the wild the other day. It was a cakewalk. Well, I guess it can't be helped. Us being so tough. Alright, later. Good for him. Good for him. So yeah, the water effects looked terrible in that movie, and then the worst part was at the end. So May and Ash and Manaphy are like in this sinking Atlantis, basically. Like it's Atlantis and everything is sinking and everything's going poorly. So what they do is Ash like puts May in like this air containment unit type thing so she can breathe, and even though he has like all his Pokemon strapped to his hips and he has like 4 different water types that could swim, he just swims on his own. He doesn't use the aid of any Pokemon, and the entire ending he just like swims his own ass. I should walk back to the Pokemon Center. Can I make it back to the Pokemon Center even? He just swims his own ass all the way to save the day, and I'm like, use your Pokemon, dude! What are you doing? It's a Pokemon movie. Use your Pokemon to help you. Jirachi! Why with all of them? Why so many? I'm running out of confusion. Ugh. Have we seen 3 legendaries yet? Yeah, because we had Azelf, and then there was Moltres, and now it's Jirachi. Oh lord. No. Oh, golly gee. Critter, remember to get strength from the drunken sailor in this town? Is this where I find strength? I never remember. Alright. I'm gonna Metal Claw Jirachi to death. It's the 4th legendary. Ooh. What was the other one? Which one am I forgetting? God damn. Ah, Lord. This is gonna be a whole thing, isn't it? This one Jirachi. This is the only Pokemon this sailor has. But... Okay. Sure. Oh, God. Do I have any more healing items? Please, I'm gonna need you. I'll wait for it to fall asleep a second time, because I know it will. It'll wake up, and then I'll do rest again. I guarantee it. Oh, Psychic! Ooh, wow! Latios! You're correct, yep. Come on! We got this! Yep, there it goes. Okie dokie. Then... Bam, boom, bam! Switch out to Belladonna. Yeah! Does anyone want to reboot Ruby? That's something people talk about. Oh, Poppy did evolve! We fought a random sailor in the middle of Route 38 or something. And we were able to evolve Poppy. So people talk about rebooting Ruby. Since we're sitting here and we got nothing else to do, we'll babble about Ruby for a while. Don't kill her. Ooh. Him, I mean. Oh, God. This is a nightmare. This is a whole ass nightmare, guys. I'm gonna throw in Mr. Log, and maybe the chip damage from hail will help. Yeah, people talk about rebooting Ruby. I don't think it would really... Like, I don't think a reboot would really help anything. Like, what are we gonna do? Go back to the early volumes and ruin them? Retell the early volumes, except now worse? And people talk about, like, oh, this would be a great opportunity to, like, set up some of the stuff, because like I said, one of the biggest problems is hindsight. No, I don't think they ever thought about what Ren's semblance was until they were in the middle of Volume 4. Because why didn't he use his semblance against the King Taijutsu? Or against the Giant Grim army in Volume 2? Or against the Giant Nevermore in Volume 3? Or against all the other Grimm during the battle in Volume 3? So no, I don't think they thought about that. So in hindsight, we could go back and we could establish those things sooner. We could establish Salem, or Maidens, or Relics and things sooner. But what that sounds like to me is we would just go back and just, like, bog down the actually good dialogue from the Beacon era, and instead turn it into, like, you son of a bitch, and just make it all just exposition, just crappy exposition. I should have kept disable. This is gonna be a whole nightmare. Yeah, and do you really want to go back to Beacon again? I don't. I think Beacon is fun with its, like even in spin-off material, I don't want to go back to Beacon. It's just the same things we've seen a million times, you know? And that's also where we had the least amount of development for everyone. And we lose out on a lot of interesting characters when we're stuck in Beacon. Like, we can't ever expand Oscar as a character when we're stuck in Beacon all the time. We can't expand, like, Maria or Crow. There's a lot of things we can't do when we're just stuck sitting in Beacon for forever. And I think another thing is, I don't remember, I think it was somewhere on Tumblr. Someone had the idea of what they could have done was have, because if you rest, you piece of shit, I'm going to make a Jirachi smoothie. Oh, this is a nightmare, guys. There's always one fight that's just this. We'll keep on grinding away at it, I guess. Strap in. Have I ever played Dungeons & Dragons? Yeah, I play it all the time. I'm usually the DM. I'm currently DMing a campaign for Allison and Twins right now that's based off of Hylix, so that's a lot of fun. How did you avoid the attack when you're asleep? You son of a bitch. Yeah, I love playing Dungeons & Dragons, so... What was I saying? I was ranting about Ruby about something. Something about its reboot. Something about... Oh yeah, you can't... Oh, I remember what it was. Someone, I think on Tumblr, had the idea of... what if Oscar was one of Ruby's friends from Signal? Because she writes a letter to her friends once in the beginning of episode 2, and then we never reference her friends ever again. And so I would be like, an easy way to make Oscar, like, kind of relevant would be if Oscar was one of her friends from Signal. And I'm like, yeah, that's a great idea, you know? You better I think we did it. I think we killed the Jirachi. Jesus. Oh my god. What an unnecessarily complex battle that ended up being. Lord. To be fair, if we go back to Beacon, we can explore Team Bronze Knees, who all died in Volume 3. I'm gonna be honest, no one in Team Bronze was all that interesting to me. It's also, I think it's dumb that they do die. You are correct. They canonically passed away in the Fall of Beacon. That's a thing. Like, we know that for a fact. And we never really talk about it. It's never addressed, because... How do I get out of here? How the fuck? Do I have an escape? Can I dig out of here? Let's see if I can dig out of here. I can't use that here. I wonder if I can dig inside the lighthouse. So yeah, they all canonically do die. Damn, I wonder if I can just use an escape rope. So and it would have, like, really amped up how actually intense the fight at Beacon was. How? What do you mean? How can I escape? Let me leave. I don't want to be here anymore. Nice, it is just a map. Oh, Lord. Should have got more potions. Okay. Alright, we'll just be careful. The Jirachi movie? It was fine. I don't like Max much as a character, is the problem. I always thought Max was a weirdly annoying and boring character to spend any time with. We made it, thank God. Who's Team Bronze? They were the teams Juniper fought in the tournament. In Volume 3. They're very bland. They don't look great. Pokemon always kept the sea lit at night, but it suddenly got sick. It's gasping for air. I understand that there is a wonderful pharmacy in Cianwood, but that's across the sea, and I can't leave Amphi unattended. I'm just a gym leader. I mean, I could, like, call Chuck, the gym leader of Cianwood, and have his wife, who is the person who owns the Fly TM, fly over, but instead I'll entrust it to you, a random trainer who's stumbled her way up the top of the lighthouse. If we go back to Beacon, we can sage even a whiff of a personality without having to give him screen time in the real show. Yeah. I can't believe they introduced Team Sun and had them, like, in the openings, as if they were gonna be, like, some important characters, and then the only one who ever did anything was just Sun, the worst character. And then the rest of the boys didn't get to do anything. Amazingly. I don't know why they did that. Like, I thought Team Sun had so much potential. Also, they should have been called Team Season, by the way. Team Sun? No, lame, dumb. Should have been Season, because they also look color-coded for the seasons. I know they wrote it as Team Sun, but they didn't, and they could have changed it at any point in time. Quite frankly. So I don't know why they didn't go with Season. Season sounds infinitely better. Jeez Louise, what's over here? What is this? Where's that drunk sailor who gives me the strength TM? Sorry. Oh, okay. I know what this is. Sun is the worst. Of Team Sun? Yes. You know what? No. You're right. Neptune is the worst. God, Neptune was a dumb fucking character. I can't believe Carrie voiced him. I can't believe Carrie decided to do that. God, I think about that sometimes. About the scene in Volume 2. No one can resist such good waves. I see. You don't have surf yet. This is just between you and me. I got surf from a man at Eckerteak, and I think he's still there. Why don't you go try getting? Thank you for us. Oh, I'm not allowed until I get surf. I see. Yes, drink water. Thank you. Yes. Okay, jeez Louise. Okay, thank you, sir. I get it. And I think about that scene in Volume 2. It's the only moment in RWBY that actually makes me cringe. It's Jean standing there with Neptune in the Volume 2 dance arc, and the entire point of their conversation is that they both have super huge crushes on Weiss, and they just sitting there complimenting each other about, hey, you're just so cool. Aw, man, you're really cool too, though. Oh, you're just so cool. Wow, you're just such a cool guy. And I cannot separate the fact that it's just the voices of the two writers standing there in their character inserts telling each other how cool they are. And I'm like, it's so bad, guys. You should not have done this. You should not have opted to do this. I don't know why this was the evolution of these characters for the arc of someone needs to go to the dance with Weiss. And I was thinking about it. Weiss, despite being the, like, point of interest for both of the boys, is barely there. Like, you don't see her face often. Like, think about that. Like, in the scenes where Jean and Neptune are, like, fighting over Weiss, you don't see her face. She's often, like, far away, looking away from them, or, like, the camera's at an angle where you just don't see her face. Why did we do that way? There's our girl, the one we both have a crush on. She is so much of a non-entity to us that we don't even bother showing her face in the scenes where we're talking about our attraction to her. What am I? Right. Potions. I need to actually... Is there something I can sell? Let's see if I can sell. I swear, I remember seeing one of yours in the past critique of a volume where you said you were done with RWBY, also hi twins. I am not twins. I am twins' sister. Yeah, I said I was done for like a couple of months because I'm like, I don't know what to do, so I'm gonna stop talking about it for the rest of the year. And that was back in like November. You know? I then made several videos since then. And so many people were like, I thought you were done with RWBY. And it was like, yeah. And then I came back. Because I was only done for a while. I can't sell anything. It's crazy. In, like, Ultra Sun, I have, like, 7 big mushrooms and, like, 12 gold nuggets. And I could buy everything in the world. And here, I just never have money in these games. Oh, I think I have a revive I can sell. So let's get just a buttload of potions. Yes. Yes. Cool. So let's sell that revive I have. Because I'm pretty sure I have one. Bam. Bam. Do I not? I thought I had a revive! Maybe I sold it already. Dang. I thought for sure I found a revive. Oh well. Maybe I just sold it already. Okie dokie. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was ranting about Neptune and Jean. It's just so dumb. And I was thinking about that scene, and I was like, it didn't have to just be Jean. You know? I didn't need to be Jean to give Neptune this rant about be good to Weiss. Like, it could have been any of them. It could have been more than just Jean on his own. It could have been Jean and RWBY, for example. I was just thinking about how much screen time was just dedicated to Jean existing. Who gives me Kenya? Isn't there... There's a man somewhere who gives me a Spearow named Kenya. And I don't know where they're at. I don't think it'll be a Spearow. I was just thinking about it. Like, it might be a good thing to pick up, because free Pokemon. Let me see. I could catch a Pokemon. This is a new route. Oh, hi. Oh, thanks. Sorry I bumped into you. Did I hurt you? Please don't cry. Here, take this. HM4. Which one's that one? It's a move called Strength. This wasn't even... Who told me Strength was in the Jasmine City? Kenya is way back before the bug catching contest. Dang. Do we trek back to get Kenya? I kinda want to. Let's catch a Pokemon here. Da da da. Da da da. Good rod. Use. I should have registered it. Damn. Maybe I'll just catch a Pokemon and it'll be fine. Hooray! Alright. It is the OG? Okay. Maybe no one found it, and that's why, like, they changed it to this hiker man. Alrighty. Skorupi isn't bad. I like Skorupi. I can't use Surf until I beat Morty. I know. I'll fight Morty. I'm nervous. I don't fight the, Kimono girls yet, right? They changed that to you fight them after, like, before you fight Ho-Oh, if I remember correctly. Because they're tough. Those evolutions are tough. They won't have evolutions, which is funny. If we make it to the Kimono girls, we should design the Kimono girls after whatever random Pokemon they end up having. Because that's fun. I love it. I've seen ones where people design their kimonos to be, like, themed after the type of the evolution that they have. So, that'd be fun. Name it Vineyard, because he gets stretchy. We'll go with that. Boop boop. Doop bop boo. Vineyard. Awesome. Cool. I think the reason the dance arc is so weird is because they wanted to have a prom but realized they would need all of Volume 3 for the tournament, so they had to shove it halfway into Volume 2. That's fair. I think it's weird because they don't, like, it just felt like a lot of missed opportunities, you know? Like, the only people who bothered asking someone to the dance was Sun bothered asking Blake, and then Yang had to help, like, lift her spirits up high enough so she'd be willing to go on the date with Sun. People talk about that as if that's a big Bumblebee moment, and I'm like, yeah, they had a really big heart-to-heart with each other. But also, it was entirely Yang trying to get Blake in high enough spirits to go out with Sun. Like, yeah, they shared a dance on screen for a nanosecond, and Yang winked at her, as if she hasn't winked at people a million times before. She also winked at someone before she punched them into the train during the Volume 2 finale. I don't know if just the wink was enough to really sell the attraction of that moment. But it's like, the main goal was to get her to date Sun. So, don't know how big of a Bumblebee thing it could have been. Or do you have Kenya? Nope. Dang, I'm gonna have to put a Pokemon in the PC. I'll swing by a PC on my way there. So, but also, it's just Sun asked out Blake, and then Jean wanted to ask out Weiss, but Weiss asked Neptune, and then that was it. Like, they didn't do anything else with it. There was no, like, moments with other characters. Like, I wanted to see Penny, like, she danced the robot a little bit. Why didn't Penny hang out with the other girls more? You know, why didn't we have conversations? This was, like, a primetime moment for, like, them to just be kids. Just be honest-to-God kids for a second. And instead, we'll move you right here. Nice. And instead, they gave us, oh, the writers are gonna tell each other that they think they're really cool, and then Cinder's going to do her thing at midnight, and they'll have one shot that does look really great, admittedly. It's a fantastic shot, but that's it. Not even really a fight. And there are no consequences to these actions that we know of, at least for the rest of the volume, and it's just weird decisions. Hello. Yes. I did get a Spearow. Did I get a Spearow? Or is it just telling me it's a Spearow? Like how when Bill said it was an Eevee. Let's see. Kenya. What? Oh, it's just an Incada. It is level 20. That's not bad. Proud of its power. Compound eyes, boosted Pokemon accuracy. That's nice. Leech life, sand attack, Fury swipes, Mind Reader. What is Mind Reader? Mover. The user senses the foe's movements with its mind to ensure its next attack does not miss. Well, that's not bad. Fucking Oolong could use some of that. Not bad. I'm gonna steal the mail. I'm going to read it. This is illegal. Thank you. Letter. Thank you. Adventure was fun, wasn't it? Zubat was the one thing I wanted to avoid. Webster. Cool. I'm gonna take your mail. Yes. Cool. And now I have Kenya. Not bad, I'm gonna say. For a level 20 Pokemon to be handed to me, it could have been worse. I like Nincada a lot. Ooh, if I evolve the Nincada, I could get a Shedinja. What level does Nincada evolve? Shedinja might not be bad to have. Barbie versus Oppenheimer? Barbie all the way. I am like legitimately super jazzed to watch the Barbie movie. I am so excited for it. It looks like so much fun. Oppenheimer looks like a big, bland, boring mess. I don't like Zack Snyder. I think his films are very, like, he thinks they're very big. He takes himself too seriously, kind of thing. Bye, Jordan. Barbie movie looks like fun, so it does evolve at level 20. Ooh, okay. Let's do something real quick. We'll run on back to the route we were just on, and we can evolve it, and we'll get Ninjask and Shedinja, but I need to deposit a Pokemon on my team to make room for the Shedinja. So, let's do that. Go, go, go. Nice. Here we go. Perfect. Not options. I want to save. Save. Nice. Christopher Nolan. That's what I meant. I'm sorry. I get their names mixed up. I watched Christopher Nolan's last movie. What was the one? It had Robert Pattinson in it. It was about like time travel cops or whatever. Bland, boring, horrible, ass. Could not stand it. It was awful. Let's deposit. Oh, well, let's go with Spud. We'll deposit Spud for right now. Bam. Perfect. Perfect. I have a rare candy. Oh! We can just do it that way. Will that evolve it if I give it a rare candy like that? Tenet, you are correct. Yes. Let's do this. Bop. Boop. Haha! Kenya's evolving! Woo! Am I interested in Voyage of the last voyage of the Demeter? I don't even know what that is. I'm sorry. Hooray! We got Ninjask! One of my favorite bug-type Pokemon of all time. I just think they're real cute. It's because real cicadas just scare me. Nice, nice. So now, awesome. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Only super effective moves will hit. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Should we keep Shedinja on the team? Should we keep Shedinja on the team? Spud's real good though. Also, Shine Melon's been real good. Should we keep Shedinja on the team though? I'll think about it. You know what? This actually seems like a great time to end stream here. So I can think about what I want to do with my team, and then next time I'll keep my 3 candidates. I'm gonna bring back Spud. I gotta keep Spud on the team. But we'll think about what we want to do with Shedinja, and I think that's where I'm gonna end stream for today. We're on pretty high levels. 21, 20, 25, 22, 21, 21. And Morty's highest level Pokemon is going to be level 25. The thing is, I've ran out of, like, trainers. So now it would just be fighting against random wild Pokemon. Shedinja will die from hail/sandstorm. Ooh. I am dumb. And I have a Pokemon with sandstorm, or hail. We'll think about it. We'll ponder. We'll consider our options. Poppy did finally evolve. Today was a good day. Today was a nice, successful day. Perfect timing. Great. Critter, you gonna use your Pokemon to rob a casino? You know it. I'm gonna just charge in Persona 5 style. Me and my team as the Phantom Thieves. I'll save again. I know I just did, but also my heart doesn't know if I just did. So that was successful. I think we did a lot of good work there. We could do a little bit more grinding for next time, but it's gonna be real bland. So maybe I'll do off-stream grinding? We'll see. So, thanks for hanging out for today. We've definitely gotta fight Morty in the next one, without a doubt. We have to do that. We could level grind against the trainers in his gym, so that'll be perfect. So, next time, we're gonna fight Morty, and it's gonna be fantastic. I'll go ahead and mute the game audio. Thank you everyone for hanging out with me for a while. This was great. Fantastic. What good, successful day. 10 out of 10 stuff. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for having fun. Thankfully, the internet wasn't too bad. I'm gonna go back and take a look at what happened at 1 hour and 1 minute in, 40-ish seconds, because that was creepy. Goodbye. Have fun. I'll see you next time. I'm uploading a video tomorrow, so keep your eyes peeled. Alright, thanks. Goodbye. Stay hydrated.